It's important for a number of reasons. I think most people agree that mobile broadband is going to a more and more data-intensive activity. There's a number of things we need, a number of preconditions to be able to do that, and spectrum is absolutely fundamentally one of them. And the digital dividend spectrum, the 700 megahertz spectrum, is perfect for allowing Australian companies like Telstra and other mobile companies to invest in a new network and take this fantastic high-speed service out to rural Australia.
The growth in mobile broadband data is astronomical. Nokia did a study of 11 operators whom they supply equipment to last year, Nokia Siemens, sorry, and they had on average 1,000% growth in data over 2008. And that growth in data is going to keep on going because at the moment it's been driven by laptops mainly using dongles or PCM CIA cards, but the growth in handset data is also going to increase dramatically, and we're going to start seeing new display technologies like wearable displays which turn a small screen display, the 2-inch display of this device into a 50-inch display that's projected in front of your eye. Now the amount of data you consume is proportional to the square of the diagonal of the screen, so we can foresee that there's going to be over the period, the longer term, a huge increase in data requirements for mobile users, and the only way you're going to be able to satisfy that is you need more spectrum, both to get the capacity, but also you need more spectrum to get the cost per bit of delivering that data down to an affordable level.
Well, the fundamental deadline is 2013, when the current analogue television will be switched off. That seems like quite a long way away, but actually there's an awful lot of things you've got to do between then and now, not least working out how big the digital dividend is going to be, and then auctioning it off in an appropriate manner so that the mobile carriers can get ready for that and then start to invest in the technology to roll it out so that customers are ready. So really we believe that you need to bring to a conclusion some of the key policy issues, including the size of the dividend.
Well, we've done studies through a consultant which show that 120 megahertz out of roughly 300 is about the right size, both to accommodate the existing requirements of the broadcasters and to bring in these new broadband mobile services that the digital dividend will yield. So 120 megs is about the right answer. It's also roughly the same answer as the Americans have for their plans and roughly the same as the Europeans are considering. So on a global basis, it seems to be the answer that most people are coming for. Yeah, I think the one thing I would emphasize is in case there's a lot of fight from the broadcasters, we're not in any way suggesting that they lose any capacity. They would still have the same capacity to broadcast that they get from a digital TV service, in other words, multi-channeling and all those sorts of things. What we're saying is that with careful planning of the spectral allocation, and that's one of those things that Tony was talking about, you not only have to work out how much you need, but where you're going to put everything and how you're going to put it there. It's possible to accommodate this extra 120 megahertz of frequency, which will give 40 megahertz of spectrum to 3 operators, which is very good by international standard, but will also accommodate all the broadband requirements.
Yes, I think that's the important thing. A lot of people are setting this up, I think, as a conflict between the mobile operators and the broadcasters. That's really not how it has to be. The simple facts of life are that coexistence can operate in this band. The broadcasters do have a real issue with moving to digital. It is difficult. They've got to bring their customer base along. We at Telstra have understood changing networks can be very difficult, and so we're fully cognizant of that, and we accept it. It's a process that takes time. I suppose our real point at the moment is we just need to get on with it and get the ball rolling. Delaying this is not going to make it easier, it's going to make it harder.